Hey everybody, today's episode is a community outreach. This shows our group from St. James United Methodist Church that goes twice a month and cooks breakfast on a Sunday morning for the residents of the Community Crossroads Center in Greenville, North Carolina. Once you learn how to cook, this is a fun thing to do. So this is not a tutorial video today, but just a video showing how to make the grits that I do, the story behind it, and how I became known as the Grit Man. Please, if you have an opportunity, please donate to your local shelters, either with your time, your talents, or monetarily, as they help people get back on their feet during rough economic times. Thank you. Okay, everybody, we got 30 people here, so we're going to use 16 cups of water. That's 4 cups of grits, and like I said before, I got 5 pounds of cheese, and we add by feel. My friend over here has made, Mr. Randy, he's cooking about 10 pounds of sausage. There's a sausage in its natural state. And the secret ingredient I use in my cheese grits, of course, is the sausage. And interesting story, this all got started one day. We were here at the shelter working and we forgot the pancake mix. And I found some old grits in the pantry. And I found some cheese and tried to remember what my grandmother did, and that's how we had this recipe. So there's my gigantic pot that we're going to be making this in, and we'll show you the process as we get it boiling, and we'll stir and stir and stir until it thickens and start adding the cheese and the hog grease. Forgot to add that we're going to have a brewer's spoon here. See how long that is? That's so I can stir in that pot. So basically make your same ratio if you're going to make this at home, but just going to show you once you learn. Now we've added the grits and preheated the pan. That's a little secret, the pot. So we bring this to a boil and we bring it down. And I'm going to show you the magic secret ingredient while Randy's adding some. He's already fried it back. Folks, that is fresh out of the pot. Hog grease, pig fat, pork fat, whatever you want to call it. Very flavorful. Add that right in. I used to get, about 4 or 5 of these, Randy? Nothing scientific about it, just a feel thing. Yep. So add the sausage flavor to the grits. You can see it start to boil. I usually wait to the boil and definitely need that big spoon. Come over here real quick. Normally I don't do this, but then we grab our sea salt, kosher salt in this case, and I add about 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Those at home, it's about 3 probably tablespoons of salt, maybe a little less. It's a lot of grits, so it won't be salty at all. See, it starts to boil, and we're going to keep stirring this for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we will be adding the cheese. All right, now here is the egg master, Mr. Aaron. Can we get a cuckoo cachoo? There we go. All right. They're going to be cracking these eggs. We use Badia seasoning in here, a little bit of milk, and make the eggs. Mr. Paul brought the stuff for the coffee and everything else. We'll get that set up, and we're going to be adding the cheese to the grits here shortly. All right, Aaron's my videographer here for a minute. Kind of show inside the pot. Once it starts where it starts to thicken a little bit, that's when we add the magic ingredient. And as Aaron likes to say, what do you say, a little bit of cheese?
A little bit of cheese.
A little bit of cheese. I use about 2 pounds when I have 30 cups. Very scientific. A couple big handfuls. Randy always likes that part, right? A couple big handfuls. And we stir this in. And now we have cheese grits. And it'll thicken, as I said, if you leave the heat on, I don't take it off of a boil, I put it more of a rolling boil. And Randy here, as you see, the grits are thickening right now, right in front of us. And that will be what we have is we'll show the finished product here. I will probably add just a little bit more grease because it's thickening so well outside. And this is enough, well, more like, it's probably this is enough for about 20 people if this was the only thing you're serving. We're gonna have sausage, eggs, bacon, and other things, and so we don't make this the whole dish. It's a little bit of a side dish.
Feed over 100.
Yes, you feed over 100 here. It's kind of good that we're only feeding 30 now at the shelter, and so you should see when I make it. We have 100 here. I make it for 65 or 70, and the pot's almost full. So, all right, well that's this part, and we'll keep adding a little bit more cheese. I like the grits to kind of have a yellow color to them. So, like I said, you buy the 5-pound bag. It's all about the feel. You look through it, you see it. Now, if you got a family of 30, this is how you make it. Most people don't have a family of 30. But once you guys, like I said, it shows heck yeah, you can cook. And once you learn how to cook, like we showed Aaron how to make eggs, so he can make eggs for everybody. Isn't that right, Aaron?
That's right.
All right, thanks everybody.
You're welcome.
All right, we have gotten the consistency just about right. I've turned the heat off now. The grits are thickening. I've added a little more cheese. By the time it's done for this amount, it's about 2.5 pounds of, I use the shredded mozzarella blend with cheddar. And we will let this thicken. Sorry, I'm trying to stir and film at the same time. Because my man Aaron is killing the eggs over here. There he is, and Randy's about to show us the sausage. All right, and then my man Paul's over there. He's whipping up the toast. We got bacon going in the oven. Like I said, this is a big breakfast. If you're going to do it, you're going to help some folks out. You're going to do it right. Community Outreach Week here at Heck Yeah, You Can Cook. There we go. So I'll turn the heat off. I'll let this thicken, and then we'll show as I serve it in the bowls what it looks like. So this was 4 cups of grits, 16 cups of water, about 8 spoons of bacon grease, hog grease, sausage, fat, rendered. If you don't have that, you can, it won't be as southern, but any amount, like I said, you learn and then you can create ratios. Once you learn how to cook, you don't have to follow recipes. This is basically just a recipe, in this case quadrupled, and added some cheese. All right, that's the final product there, serving for the people out here, the grits.
Have some grits.
There you go.